All right, we are back. So basically, I have some ideas for three characters that Marvel can do that would actually bring in, some good returns on their investments. So, as we all know, the MCU is a juggernaut, to say the least. Its movies make hundreds of millions of dollars. It even goes in the billions territory. So, one can guess that Marvel knows what they're doing when it comes to their movies. But I think there's a few characters who should be making their MCU debut. So here's my three characters that I think should make the MCU future look great. Number one, Daredevil. So we all remember the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie, right? Yeah, I think we all do. So, as we all know as well, a few years ago, Marvel and Netflix made a deal to let Netflix have some characters, see what they can do with them, and the one to kind of debut was Daredevil, Matt Murdock. And I gotta say, the series was just phenomenal. It was amazing. And one of the great parts was that in season one, it really tied itself to the MCU. It really made knowledge of the first Marvel Avengers movie about what was going on in the Battle for New York, and season two came, and that was great. We actually got the official Daredevil suit, and because season one he was just wearing like a black sweatshirt, black pants, and like a black mask, kind of like what they did in, what was it? I would say it was like Daredevil's like not year one kind of thing, but it was supposed to be like his original costume, which looked great. It did very well. But after 3 seasons, it got the axe. Many people were shocked, were in horror, and some people just didn't know what was going on. But I think if Marvel can bring this cast and crew back, bring back the same actor, same writer, same everyone, send them an apology check, add a zero at the end, and tell them, hey, you can cash this if you come back and work with us for a Daredevil movie. I think they should do it. I think Ghost, what do you think? I think Ghost is up for it too. But I think they could really do it. I think they really could pull it off and make some good returns on their investments. Second character I think they should do is Richard Rider's Nova. So, in the Guardians of the Galaxy, we were introduced to Nova Corps, who helped the Guardians defeat Ronan and his forces before Ronan could destroy Xandar. So, after that, the only updates we got were that Xandar had been decimated by Thanos to retrieve the Power Stone, and then Thanos, came over and used it against the Asgard, refugees and their ships. Basically, took out most of them. But I think if they could, give him his origin story after Endgame, after the snap, they could really make him a great character, because he's a really powerful character. He has connections to many different superhero groups. He has affiliation on Earth, in the galaxy, so they can really take his character anywhere. He's defeated and battled against many different creatures. He's battled Thanos himself. He's fought worse than Thanos. He's teamed up with the Guardians of the Galaxy before, so in Guardians 3 they could introduce him. They could really bring him on, and I think Marvel would do very well with this. And so finally, my third one, the Miles Morales Spider-Man. So we all saw Spider-Verse, right? Of course we all did. That movie did a great job, introducing Miles into, the animated universe. But I think he could really make a huge impact, on the MCU. Make a live action movie. Granted, there need to be some negotiations between Sony and Marvel, some money worked out, hammered out. But I think he could do it. So, the character in the way of comics is still new. He's been around for about a decade now, which in the eyes of most readers, he's still new. But, he takes over for Peter Parker. Well, he takes over Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe. After Peter Parker, spoilers, dies in the Ultimate Universe. He has the full support of Mary Jane, Aunt May, Gwen Stacy, and even Nick Fury. As he's parading around as Spider-Man, he comes across Nick Fury, who kind of says, I'm watching you. Like, do your thing, but I'm watching you. Even goes far to give him such confidence that Aunt May gives Miles Peter's old Webster's. So it really kind of shows you that this character, he could do great things. The only problem, it would need to be after Tom Holland has resigned from the Spider-Man character, which who knows if or when will ever happen. And also a bonus character. Do Spider-Man Noir, please. Reason why I say it is because, he gets his powers from a spider god. After, of course, his uncle Benjamin has been killed by Osborn is the one who actually takes out Ben Parker. But he's one of those, he takes no shit kind of character. He carries a gun. He's not afraid to take people out. And they can actually kind of make this more of a Grady character. And not to say, Spider-Verse did an amazing job with him. I love Nicolas Cage doing the voice for him. It was just phenomenal. But I think they can actually kind of do this as a, I forget the tone they call it, but remember what they do with Sin City? It was all black and white and very kind of dark. I think they can do that with Spider-Man Noir. But is there any characters that you would want to see on this? Those are my top 3. But for now, that's all I got. So once again, my name is Vincent, the host of NerdOne podcast. Come find us on social media. We're on Twitter, and then we're on Facebook, Instagram. We're still doing the Patreon thing, and even emails. Yeah, we're still nerdonepodcast@gmail.com. But until then, folks, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.